Welcome, Texans for Vaccine Choice. I'm Jackie Schlegel, your Executive Director.
And I'm Rebecca Hardy, your Director of State Policy. And welcome to another edition of the Weekly Chat About Choice.
The Weekly Chat About Choice. Okay, so when we started this 3 years ago, did you ever think we were going to be here?
No.
No.
This was a hobby.
This was a hobby.
This was something we did in 2015 and... that was it.
Which leads us to our topic for today.
It's really a great topic.
What is it?
We are doing a special 3-year anniversary edition.
3 years.
3-year anniversary of the inception of our movement.
Of Texans for Vaccine Choice.
I can't even.
I cannot believe we are sitting here on the 3-year anniversary.
I know.
Of this incredible movement.
What makes this the 3-year anniversary? Why is this date so important?
Whew, okay, so this is fun. We get to relive some really fun moments.
Ooh.
But it was 3 years ago. I know so many people have heard the story, and sometimes I get really tired of telling
it again.
But you know what? As I'm sitting here saying that, it's fun. It's
a great
exciting.
story.
It's a great story. But 3 years ago, I was just a mom. You were just a mom.
I was just a mom.
And we didn't know each other.
Nope.
Had never met before. And I was going about my business. I have 3 amazing children. And I saw on the news that a state representative was going to propose legislation to take away vaccine exemptions.
In fact, he'd gone on the news that night 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Saying that exact thing, and this article in the Texas Tribune came out.
And we had already seen California lose their exemptions.
Yep.
This was something I was following and tracking because many of you know my story of having a child who was affected by her vaccines. I had 2 children who were going to public school on a vaccine exemption. And so I had been in the community of vaccine safety, but it had never been politically active.
Right.
But this really, really bothered me. This was a big issue. I saw this representative come on the news, and it was a fundamental issue. I didn't believe that he had the right to make this decision for my family, because I knew at the end of the day, I was the best person to make this decision for me and my children. But it was a logistical issue. My 2 children needed to go to public school, and I was really scared. I was really worried and concerned about what this law, and I was looking at these poor people in California we can't become California.
No.
We need to do something about this.
Yes.
So I launched a group, Texans for Vaccine Choice. Never in a million years thinking it was going to go where it did.
I mean, let's remember, 3 years ago, you were living on a farm. Dozens and dozens of animals.
And in part of me, I would God is so good and has brought us so far.
Yes.
But I look back at that in our very humble beginnings and where we came from. No political experience.
No.
I didn't know who my state rep was. And so that's another great point of not only how God can use the most unlikely people, but also when new people come to us and they say, oh, we really want to get involved, but we don't know how to get involved. We don't know what to do. We're not, we don't know anything about politics. Neither did we.
Join the club. We didn't either.
So tell us a little bit about, I was going to say your story, but I guess we need to lead into the fact of that tweet that came out. Was it a tweet?
Yes.
It was the news?
Well, how about I tell my part and then we talk about the tweet?
Great.
Okay. So, I hate even confessing this, but I am a former Jason Villalba constituent.
Oh, that's painful.
It pains me that I ever cast a vote for that man. It really pains me. I'm ashamed. And I had somebody yesterday, in fact, when we were out block walking for Lisa Luby Ryan, he said, well, now, was Jason's record always that bad? Was he always that bad when he first got elected? And I said, I have no idea. That was before I woke up. So we all have that moment. We all have that moment. So we had, our family had moved out of the district, but I had enough connections back in the district that when Mr. Villalba came out with this, this big tweet, his Facebook post, and this Tribune article about this new bill, I was like, whoa, hold up. I had a logistical issue too, and as far as my kids attending public school. And so I, unbeknownst to whatever Jackie was cooking down with her group of moms, I found a babysitter and drove clear across town back to Dallas, to District 114 for this town hall that Jason was hosting, and
This like infamous town hall. It's become like this huge moment in our organization's
history. It was like a line in the
Yeah.
sand, and like I remember driving across town, like thinking, okay, there could be media there. There could be these crazy like, you know, go Jason with your vaccine bill people there. I just didn't know what I was walking into.
But it didn't stop you.
I was like, I'm going.
Yep.
I'm nervous as hey, but I'm going, and I'm going scared, but I'm going. And I remember walking into this this town hall, and there was this group of moms there, and I was thinking, I still had I had no idea if they, you know, what side of the aisle they were on as far as the issue, and I went and sat kind of right behind them. And that town hall was just so bad. He was, Jason.
He was himself.
He was himself. He was his arrogant, dismissive, narcissistic self. He dismissed us. He stopped calling on us. He
didn't want to hear it.
He refused to listen. So much so that I just stopped raising my hand and just stood up and and just asked him, have you ever read a vaccine insert? Have you ever talked to a family of a vaccine with a vaccine injured child? Do you know what he said? He looked at all those moms and said, I have talked to parents who believe their children were injured by their vaccines, as if it's never happened.
Right.
Okay, we have a government program that has reimbursed for such things, but we believe this has happened.
In many cases, they're validated not only by the compensation program, but medical professionals.
But by the family's doctors.
Our doctors don't care, right? We only trust medicine in practitioners when it's theirs.
Their science.
Right.
Yes, exactly. So it was just it was one of those things where you're like, what just happened? The event ended. What just happened? He was so horrible. And then you probably need to take over the story. But like afterwards, this group of moms, you know, it became very clear to me that all that group of moms was on my side.
Right.
We were all on the same team, and it was kind of very cool to see. But afterwards, they were like, who is
this person? We need to find out who she is.
Come to dinner with us. And
So,
the rest is history.
That was kind of our story about how we met and a little bit about our history. But there was a very pivotal moment I want to talk about.
Yes.
A few days after Villalba made his big show and his big scene, which is half of it for this guy, right? Half of this is he just loves the attention. He loves the cameras on him. Even when he has backed off and says, I'm not proposing legislation, he cannot help himself but to jump in and take the spotlight.
He can't.
God forbid somebody else is going to do it, right?
He really just
cannot help himself. And that's one thing that we learned in the last 3 years of dealing with him.
And it's kind of like I'm going to miss him in some
it
ways.
is. In some ways, like, you know, going to be really sad because he gives us so much great content. He's a gift that keeps on giving. But a few days after he had made this announcement, a tweet came out, right? That literally just...
Do we need to bring it up?
We need to bring this tweet up because
I'm
it was
so
such
sorry.
a powerful, pivotal moment for us because we had moms and we had dads and we had all of these great individuals who are passionate, but we really needed like a hero. We needed somebody in that state house, in that building that was on our side. And when we saw this tweet, we knew who is this guy? Go find this guy.
Well, it may be somebody that, you know, if you followed us for a while, you know. A representative by the name of Jonathan Stickland.
I've never heard that name before, right?
He came out with a tweet that said, Representative Villalba, why don't you leave medical decisions to parents instead of the government? I look forward to smashing your bill into the ground in the name of liberty.
I still read that today and I get so excited.
I know.
And I'm like, we didn't know who he was.
Yes.
But I remember chatting and saying, go find that guy. Like, go find him, whoever it is. I don't even know how to navigate the Capitol.
I know.
But go find this guy. And we did. And thank God we did.
I mean,
he was a hero. He's
continued to be our hero. A fun, wild ride.
But that really just boosted just everything for us in
Yes.
a lot of ways. And as you know, the story is we came together, we put boots on the ground, we went to the Capitol. We like to say we didn't know what we were doing, but we did it well. And we ended up killing 16 really horrible
Yep.
different bills at legislative session.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of fun, and we love to tell the story. But really, we're so proud of everything we've accomplished in 3 years.
Yes.
We could sit here all day and give story after story after story about our learning curve, about the families, really good things and not so good things.
Yeah.
Every day we deal with common complaints across the state. We deal with bullying. We deal with medical professionals that have had to quit their practices because of unfair mandates.
Yep. Or what about families not even being able to find a provider that will see them with their personalized vaccination schedule? It's a big problem.
It's a big, big problem. And we realize we have a lot of fun and a lot of passion, and I don't think we could do this job if we didn't focus on that.
Yeah.
Right? But it is a very, very serious issue.
Absolutely.
And there's been a lot of nights that we've had to pray through things, that we've had families call us, and we have cried through things in serious situations. We've been attacked personally. That's been very difficult. We've had state representatives go to Twitter and call us names and mock us, mock our children. So it's not always easy, but at the end of the day, it's worth it.
It is.
It's absolutely worth it.
It absolutely is. You know, it's one of those things where, you know, as horrible as Representative Villalba is, we really do have him to thank.
We have I have so much gratitude.
I know. We would not exist without you, Representative Villalba. So
thank you. I look forward to replacing you, but thank you for this movement.
I know.
Thank you for waking people up in Texas. Right. Absolutely. So all of this week, we've been celebrating this huge monumental moment, this 3-year anniversary. And we're hoping that maybe you get inspired and make a $3 donation, a $30 donation.
Oh, clever. Yeah.
You know,
in commemoration of our 3-year anniversary of this, of Villalba's announcement that he was going to file that mandate bill in February of 2015, whatever $3-ish amount that you are inspired to give, we would be so grateful.
We would be so grateful because we cannot continue to do this without your support.
We just
Look,
can't.
We can make a promise to you, and we actually made this promise 3 years ago in the very early stages of Texans for Vaccine Choice. We said, we'll go anywhere. We'll do anything. I didn't quite know what that meant when I made that commitment.
If we'd only known, although if we had known, we would have done it.
However, I'm thankful. I truly am so thankful for this movement, and so we feel enormously blessed to lead the charge here.
It is really an honor.
It really is an honor, and I truly feel like it's been a huge blessing to so many parents in the state of Texas and individuals, and so we are thankful for it, but we are committed to this organization, and we see the future here. We understand what's at stake. We see the bigger vision here, and this organization, unfortunately, our goal is to work ourselves out of a job.
That would be
Wouldn't that be great?
I would love.
I would miss it. I would miss you. I would terribly miss you.
We will go on the farm together. We were just talking about the food truck. We will have a food truck together.
Ooh, this is fun. The possibilities.
Not until we work ourselves out of the job.
We will not rest. I mean, that will be like our retirement. But hopefully, we can advance the cause enough to work ourselves out of a job. In the meantime, your support is pivotal. We like to say everybody has a role at Texans for Vaccine Choice. Find your role in the movement, but financial contributions really are what keep us going, put the boots on the ground, keep our organization moving forward, and help us to grow. This week, in our 3-year anniversary, step up, make a donation, $3, $30, $300, $3,000, I don't care. Whatever works, right?
And say a little prayer of thanks for Representative Villalba for for really launching us.
Yeah. The truth is that we really do pray for Representative Villalba
And
for
Representative
Sarah Davis. Absolutely. You know, for me, I feel like the goal here is never to take away their right to promote what they are passionate about.
Absolutely.
And if they are passionate about vaccines or they are passionate about cancer prevention, then by all means, they should be able to go promote their work, even if I don't agree with it, just like they don't agree with my work. But at the end of the day, we just don't want them infringing on our rights. So I can tell you that my family, I know your family, and many of us at Texans for Vaccine Choice, we pray for Representative Villalba, for Representative Davis, and truly all the legislators who are making decisions that impact our lives every single day.
That's right.